brand new webinar theme that we've got. So I hope you all enjoy it. And it's certainly something that's very popular at the moment. So let's dive right in. I'll go for it. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. So Rosano, you're going second today. If you can just tell us who you are, where you're from, and your prize, please.
All right, greetings. My name is Rossano Deal, and I am the district manager here in the Bahamas Tourist Office in London, UK. And the prize, the
Yes.
and the prize would be £50 in my booking rewards.
Super amazing. Thank you very much, Rosano. Looking forward to hearing more about the diving opportunities in the Bahamas. We also have Samantha. Samantha, hello.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samantha Leta, and I am the Group Marketing Manager for the Fortune Hotel in the nature island of the Caribbean, Dominica. And with me today, of course, I couldn't help but bring on my dive supervisor, my dive shop supervisor, Fran, who knows everything dive. And she's one of the only women certified divers in Dominica. And of course, we just had to have her at the Fortune Hotel. So we will be giving you some really good insight on the Fortune Hotel and, of course, Dominica by extension. And our prize would be the 50 US or 60 pounds for your My Booking rewards.
Perfect. It was the other way around, £50 or
50
60 US.
pounds, yes, 60 US.
Oh, good. Perfect. Thank you. And we're just waiting for Marriott as well to come on. So while we're waiting for them, I'm going to hand straight over to Samantha. Samantha, take us to your beautiful nature island.
Awesome. I'm just going to share my screen with you guys. Yes, so as I said, we represent the Fortune Hotel in the beautiful island of Dominica, of course, the nature island of the Caribbean, one of a kind. Fortune Hotel is also Green Globe certified, so that shows how we really value sustainability on an island such as the nature island. Sort of give you a little idea of Fortune Hotel. So Fortune Hotel is in the city, it's in the capital city, but it's also on the shoreline of the city. So you get the best of both worlds, easy access to all of our major sites and attractions, and of course, easy access from our jetty to do any of your diving. Quick video so that you enjoy a little bit of just show a little bit about Fortune and Dominica. Of course, Fortune Hotel is really a staple of heritage in Dominica. We consider ourselves the only historic hotel in Dominica, and it was founded back in 1699, and it has been really build a sense of character. In late 2023, Fortune Hotel went through some massive renovations and we introduced 60 new rooms. So right now we have a total of 100 new rooms and several new amenities that can cater to guests coming into the island for diving and of course for nature experiences. We are world-renowned, we have a lot of accolades, including things like the best Caribbean islands for winter sun and beach stays in the Independent. This would be the destination. And of course, Fortune was heavily featured. We're also 8 of the best dive sites in the Caribbean by Lonely Planet. So it just goes to show you that the Fortune Hotel is a no-nonsense, but we really make sure that we market and keep the destination at forefront. And of course, our property, Fortune Hotel. Our rooms now, they boast both ocean and mountain views. We have 6 room categories, with 2 of them being suites. Most of our rooms are interconnecting, so it's perfect for families, for groups, and we also offer a double occupancy, allowing your family's groups to remain connected. So we have 28 Fort Mountain View rooms, 32 Fort Ocean View rooms, 20 oceanfront rooms, 15 oceanfront deluxe rooms, and 3 junior suites and 2 oceanfront suites, whichever one that you're fancy. Each room comes with either king or double beds and a suite of amenities, like your regular requirements, safety deposit box, ironing boards, etc., that you would need for your stay. Additional to that, we have endless amenities. Of course, we are located in the city center, so it's easy walking into the city of Roseau to get anything else that you would need. But we are also a full service hotel, so we do offer spa services in room and also at our Zemi Spa. We have a pool with jacuzzi and, of course, our pool bar, which serves the most amazing cocktails and our famous rum punch from Dominica. We have a full service restaurant, various bar locations, lounging areas, and we also have an art gallery, one of two of the only properties on Dominica having an in-house art gallery featuring local artists. So it is our way to showcase our, not just the hotel, but to showcase our culture within this art space. Of course, we do have a business center. We do have activities for the kids and a full service 24-hour gym on property. Now, of course, we're here to talk diving. And why is diving at the Fortune Hotel so different and so unique? It's because Fort Young is sort of like a base camp for divers. I think our divers enjoy coming here. It offers an amazing getaway in the Caribbean, but also you're steps away from the shore and you are steps away from any of our land-based activities. Of course, Dominica is known also as a dive paradise of the Caribbean. It's one of the world's last and most unspoiled islands. And of course, that extends into our waters also. So we really offer at the Fort Young Hotel a complete immersion in the underwater world of the Caribbean. And it gives you this unique experience of what we tend to pride ourselves as being an untouched ecosystem in the Caribbean. And of course, majestic creatures. We offer at the Fort Young Hotel some very unique experiences. We offer swimming with the whales. So Dominica is home to one of the only resident sperm whale population. So that means the sperm whales live and breed in our waters. They maybe only disappear to go down and then they come back up. So you have a very high percentage chance of seeing whales year-round in Dominica. And we do offer swimming with the whales opportunities for our guests. Actually, that guest in this photo right here is actually one of our guests whose bucket list activity, all she wanted was to swim with a sleeping sperm whale, and she really got that opportunity with us here in Dominica. So it is amazing. It's an amazing bucket list activity that you can even add on as your guests wanting to come if they're looking strictly at diving, but we do have that opportunity for them. And from this part, I'm going to pass on to my colleague Fran, who's going to talk a little bit about our dive operation that we have improved over the years. And in 2023, we really came big and opened up our own dive operation from our jetty from the hotel. Fran?
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Fran, Francisca, Fran for short. And as Samantha mentioned earlier, I am more popularly known as the only local Dominican female dive instructor. Okay, so we are very happy to have you on the Nature Island at the Fort Young Hotel. As Samantha mentioned, we are open and ready for you. Right now, as you can see, we have our dive shop, boats, tanks, all waiting for your enjoyment. So we have two vessels right now, which is the Formidable, our larger vessel that holds 32 divers, and we also have Zelle, which holds 19 divers. Coming this November, we will be adding Glorio to our fleet, which will be our third vessel, beginning in November 2025. As you can see, the boats are pristine, brand new vessels for about 2 years now using them, but very comfortable and spacious, fully equipped with rinse tanks for the cameras, shower heads at the back for rinsing, and very comfortable ladders. Also dry storage and all emergency equipment needed on board.
So I just want to quickly jump in just to let you know how we really try to tie in our whole culture and our history at the Fortune Hotel to all our operations. So the names Formidable and Zele actually came from two naval ships that got sunk in our waters during the Battle of the Saints over the French islands and Dominica. So we really try to keep that history and that culture alive when it comes to our selling of our products.
Yes, so the vessels, we use them for whale watching, swimming with the whales, snorkeling, and of course diving. And if there's anyone who is a non-diver, they can just join as a rider on the boat.
And of course, you have your sunset cruises and these types of activities that your entire group can enjoy, just cruising along the shoreline and enjoying Dominica.
That is correct. Yes, Sammy. So we do have a dive shop, which is fully equipped. We have rental equipment, our rental portion. We have a dive shop where accessories can be purchased, a mouthpiece, zip ties, fins, masks. Also, we do have our photo room. So divers who are coming in and they do not want to log their cameras back and forth to their rooms, we have a photo room ready so they can have their station with their cameras, and that could stay all night, straight from diving, straight to the photo room. Very convenient. And we also have our wet room, we call it, our gear room, where equipment as well does not have to be logged back and forth to your rooms. It goes to the equipment room where your BCDs and your fins can be stored as well after your diving day, whether you do boat diving and or shore diving as well. All right, so that snippet you're seeing right here of our world-class shore diving. It is definitely one of a kind, very beautiful, right from your room, straight after diving. You have access during the afternoons or night diving if you wish. It's up to you, but the diving is absolutely phenomenal. Right now you're seeing this old generator that we have, very vibrant colors of our yellow tube sponges and the Christmas tree worms. You won't believe if I tell you we have Becky, which is a dolphin that lives in our waters, and she joins us on our dives, as well as the rays and the turtles. You just need to be here and see it for yourselves.
I mean, I will say I enjoy the night dive. So I normally try to experience the products, and being on the night dive, it is just something so different. And the fact that you could do the night dive right off our shore and experience that our one of a kind shore diving straight off our jetty, only on an island. You will not get this experience anywhere on Dominica, and you get to see so much. It is an amazing experience.
Yes, so much. The octopus you see out there, the frogfish, seahorse we've seen, just tons.
And Becky's always around.
Becky's, yeah.
And of course, I mean, we can't be in the nature island and not have a little chat about Dominica. So what we try to do, especially when we're doing our packages, is to include some sort of land-based type of activity that persons sort of get a more holistic, a more full immersion of the nature island. So of course, Dominica being home to 365 rivers, we like to say you have one for every day of the year. Endless waterfalls. We have the Caribbean's longest hiking trail. We have the second largest boiling lake in the world. And keeping in the spirit of culture and heritage, we actually have the last surviving population of the Kalinago people, who were the indigenous people of Dominica. So we like to get our guests, our diving guests, to experience the nature island and to experience it like sort of like a full round type of activity when they come to us at the Fortune Hotel. And I think most of, not if all our guests really appreciate that nature island and that mix of adventure that they can have when they're here with us at the Fortune Hotel. Of course, we do offer additional more adventure type. So if you're looking to do canyoning, we have that available here through our concierge. And of course, we curate your packages just for you. If you're into birding, we do bird watching and of course, softer activities. So you can even bring your kids on and have a really good Dominican adventure while diving here at the Fortune Hotel. Of course, we do offer a number of dive getaway packages, in particular this one. We normally can send you all the details that you would want with regards to the Fortune Hotel and to regards of what we have on right now on offer. We have a 7 nights pay for 6. You get daily breakfast, airport transfers, you get 5 days of two-tank diving. You also get whale watching and a land excursion. You have complimentary unlimited shore diving that is off our jetty. You get a resort credits and of course a complimentary 30-minute massage per person and additional 10% off. And that is inclusive of all your taxes. The prices start at $1,566 per person based on double occupancy. And of course, it is commissionable. Of course, if you do want to curate specific packages for your group, maybe they're staying longer, we can also do that with our team here at the Fortune Hotel. Of course, we do offer other seasonal and year-round packages. Like right now, we have our Summer by Nature, which is an amazing package going on. We have Fort Adventures, Swimming of the Whales, and Reef and Rainforest. And all our packages have both a land and water-based component for our guests to enjoy. And how do you get here? Of course, getting to the Fortune, getting to Dominica has never been easier. And if you're looking at coming from the UK or Europe, you have seamless transit connection from Antigua, from the UK to Antigua and onwards to Dominica, or from Barbados. From Intercaribbean, we do have in-transit connection when booking directly on BA or even on Virgin Atlantic coming into Dominica. If you're coming in from the US, you have direct from Miami on American Airlines and out of Newark on United Airlines. And now we have some additional hubs out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. If you're doing Canada, we also have the interconnection out of Trinidad, out of Antigua, and even out of St. Lucia and Puerto Rico. So it really has been easier while we are right now presently building our international airport. The options for getting here, and we always like to say the adventure starts from getting into Dominica. And of course, mentioning again safety and sustainability as a forefront in our adventure and dive activities. And we have one of the few hotels that have maintained Green Globe certification and continue to do so on island for both ensuring sustainable and safety practices, both our dive and our hotel operations. And that's it. I want to thank you guys for listening to our presentation this morning. I'm not too sure if we should be doing the question now.
Nope, we'll do it at the end. But thank you very much,
Okay.
Samantha. That was absolutely super. And Fran, thank you for that insight.
You're welcome.
Just to clarify, the dolphin's name was Becky.
Becky.
Yes.
Becky, that's my sister's name.
Beautiful.
It's a lovely. I mean, what an amazing experience, and the whales especially. So yeah, very excited. So yeah, I concur with what I said to you beforehand. I want to come to your hotel. So thank you very, very much. We will do the questions towards the end. So now we're going to head over to the Bahamas. Rosano, are you there?
Yes, indeed, I'm here.
Excellent. It's all yours.
All right, so let me just share my screen. All right, so.
Oh, you'll just need to put it into the other mode because it's in that funny black screen.
Okay.
So it's change. Yeah, just change it. That's it. Super.
Perfect. All right, so greetings everyone again. Today we are diving. I'll take a page out of your book, literally into one of the most exciting markets in the Bahamas. And whether, your clients are seasoned divers or, first timers looking like who are looking for that bucket list adventure, the Bahamas truly delivers in ways that few places on Earth can. So now let's get our bearings straight. The Bahamas is made up of over 700 islands and keys stretched over 100,000 square miles of crystal clear water. Our waters and the average temperature and weather pretty much stays about 27 degrees Celsius all year round. So that means no dry season for diving, no need for thick wetsuits, just warm, crystal clear waters all the time. Now, a dive destination like no other. I'm talking the third largest barrier reef in the world, countless blue holes all throughout the Bahamas. We have a variety of coral reefs, mangroves, shipwrecks that are just, of course, waiting to be explored. And the visibility underwater in the Bahamas is up to like 60 meters. So it's pretty much like, you're diving in 4K. So you'll run out of air before you even run out of things to see. So why dive in the Bahamas? First off, there's a variety of various things. So we have sharks, reefs, walls, wrecks, caves, dolphins, whales, you name it. We've got it. Second, the accessibility. The dive sites are never far away from shore or the dock, and it's a perfect place to actually level up. So many of our dive operators offer full PADI, DAN, and SSI courses. So you could arrive as a beginner and leave a certified diver. The Bahamas, we have won an award for the #1 best big animals. So divers clearly agree that the Bahamas was, voted #1 for the big animals by Scuba Diving magazine readers. So if your clients want an up close encounter, the Bahamas surely is the place. Now, diving in the islands of the Bahamas, this is truly where we stand out. We've got an extensive, healthy reef system, the world's third largest barrier reef off of Andros, and third of all, third of all of the Caribbean's coral reef system. If you combine that with, the caves, the dolphins, the different animals, turtles, and wrecks, plus the fact that we're just 50 miles from Florida, you start to see why, a lot of divers keep coming back. So now let's talk about getting here. All of this pretty much would mean nothing if it was hard to get to, but it's actually not. So from the UK, there's non-stop British Airways service from London Heathrow to Nassau. And from North America, we've got daily flights out of Miami, New York, Toronto. And for South Florida folks, ferries run to Bimini and Grand Bahama. And it doesn't only stop in Nassau, thanks to, our interline agreements. You could hop over to all the different out islands within the Bahamas, like Exuma, Eleuthera, Abaco, Long Island, and it's truly just seamless. So, and the out islands, which is what we also call the family islands, this is where you could find some of our most untouched dive experiences. Now, there's, of course, different types of diving, so let's break it down. Shark diving, reefs and statues, blue holes and caves, wrecks, dolphins. There's a whole lot of adventure in the Bahamas when you choose to dive. So let's talk about shark diving. Tiger Beach in Grand Bahama is world famous. Hammerhead safaris in Bimini. You could do that as well. That's totally unmissable. Cat Island is where you could find oceanic white tips. This is pretty much a pure adrenaline rush being out in that deep, deep water. And what makes it even more special is that sharks thrive in the Bahamas, especially because of our Shark Protection Act of 2011. And it's not just, divers who love it. You have Discovery Channel, Nat Geo or National Geographic. They usually come down for Shark Week, a plethora of movies and TV shows. Like recently, there's a UK TV show called Celebrity Infested Waters that recently filmed there. So the Bahamas is truly, without a doubt, the shark diving capital of the world. And these are a few top dive sites for shark diving. So in Nassau, Shark Buoy, the Abacos, your Shark Rodeo, and like I mentioned, Cat Island have the ocean white tips, and Bimini with the hammerheads, Grand Bahama with Tiger Beach. I already mentioned that. Now let's talk about the reefs, statues, and the walls within the Bahamas. Of course, it's not all about sharks. Our reefs are truly spectacular, from Andros, as I mentioned, the Barrier Reef, which stretches 190 miles to, the shallow end where there's, some beginner-friendly sites that you could be able to see and snorkel around. And we even have the largest underwater statue in the world called Ocean Atlas, plus a coral sculpture garden, and of course, James Bond wrecks. Wall diving is legendary. The tongue of the ocean, which is pretty much in the middle of the Bahamas, is 18,000 meter underwater canyon, which is right off of Andros. So now let's talk about the reef and wall dives. These are a few dive sites for the coral reefs and wall diving. You have Amberjack Reef in the Exumas, Devil's Backbone in Eleuthera. You have been warned. And of course, I mentioned Andros Barrier Reef and Andros and so on. Talked about that. Now, blue holes and caves and the wrecks. As I mentioned, we are the blue hole capital of the world with over 200 blue holes on and around just the island of Andros alone. It's truly a cave diver's dream. And of course, we have 175 wrecks throughout the island of the Bahamas. Now, I'll be honest, I love a good wreck dive. And, with it being 175 of them, it's definitely a must see. As I mentioned, this is actually a blue hole in Andros, and that has most of our blue holes. And Dean's Blue Hole in Long Island, which is actually my background, and that's a double entendre because my mom is actually from the island of Long Island. Ben's Cave in Freeport, Pelican Keys in the Abacos, and the Lost Blue in Nassau and Paradise Island. And just want to feature that, as I said. And of course, we have shipwreck dives. It's all over. You could go right in Nassau. In Rumkey, there's the shipwreck HMS Conqueror. In Bimini, there's SS Sapona in Bimini, and Nassau has the James Bond wrecks, which is one of my favorites, because in the movie Never Say Never Again, it was deliberately sunk for the film, and now it's transformed into a coral-covered playground. So it's a little bit of history and a little bit of Hollywood all underwater. I mentioned the sites. And of course, we have dolphin diving. The Bahamas, we love to show off. So you could dive with dolphins too, whether it's a bottlenose, Atlantic spotted. Most of them are naturally curious and often playful. So it's great for families and boaters or anyone wanting to, experience that magical encounter. And timing is really what matters to see these various animals while you dive. So hammerheads peak is in the winter. The ocean whitetips are in the spring, turtles all year round. You could spot whales migrating through, and no matter the season, there's always something truly incredible to see. Now let's talk about a few dive tips. So number one, you always want to dive with a buddy. If it has been a while, you want to take a refresher course. Always wait 24 hours. This is very, very important. Wait 24 hours before flying. And yes, while your clients are on vacation, hydration is what matters, because that rum punch the night before or whatever while you're enjoying your vacation, you have to lay off that if you deciding to dive the next day. So just keep it safe and keep it fun. And there's a lot of different dive resorts where you could stay that focuses on the diving experience. So and you want and the clients really want somewhere to stay that understand diving and understand divers. So that's where our dive dedicated hotels and operators come into play. So from Nassau, you have Stewart's Cove, which is world famous. They are featured in Hollywood, Shark Week. In Grand Bahama, there's family-run dive operators like Grand Bahama Scuba and Reef Oasis Dive Club, which is right inside Viva Fortuna. So big or small, they all share the passion for the underwater world. There's a little snippet of Stewart's Cove, the family-owned Grand Bahama Scuba, as I mentioned, Reef Oasis. Now, let's talk about where to stay. In particular, let's start with Nassau, the capital of the Bahamas. And within Nassau, there are concentrated areas that has, a variety of hotels, but let's take a venture to Paradise Island, where you could find Atlantis, of course, is world renowned. It's pretty much its own planet, even. It got 5 towers, the Royal, the Coral, the 5 properties, the Royal Tower, the Coral Tower, Harborside Resort. You have the Cove and the Reef Residences. They also have a dolphin experience and sea lion encounters. So it's very friendly, very fun. And if clients want a more budget-friendly option, there's Comfort Suites, which is right across the street from Atlantis. So those who want the perks of Atlantis without the price tag of it, you could journey over to Comfort Suites. And if you're looking for all-inclusive within Paradise Island as well, it's in an adults only all-inclusive with 250 rooms, pool, full service spa, and it's just a 35-minute drive to Stewart's Cove. And of course, we have Breezes, which is over on the island of Nassau within the area of Cable Beach. And they have 391 rooms, suites, oceanfront rooms. There's a lot of fun activities to do at Breezes as well. They have a swim up pool bar, as well as multiple different pools, and they aren't very far away from Stewart's Cove as well. Now let's move over to Grand Bahama Island, particularly the city of Freeport, which is our second city. And we have Viva Fortuna, which is home of Reef Oasis Dive Club. So they know about diving for sure. And it is an all-inclusive resort, so you wouldn't have to worry about, food or drinks and such like that. We also have Flamingo Bay Hotel at Taino Beach Club. It has about 67 rooms. It has a nice grotto bar as well. It's not too far away from the beach, so you could enjoy snorkeling, deep sea fishing, They have glass bottom boat tours, and it's not that far away from the airport, and of course not that far away from the dive operator of called Grand Bahamas Scuba or Reef Oasis Dive Club. And we have dive ambassadors. So here in the UK, I just want to highlight our dive ambassadors, people who live and breathe these waters and who love to share their stories. But also right here in the UK, we have trusted operators to connect with, like Diverse Travel, Original Diving, Dive Worldwide, Dive Quest, and Sportive Dive Holidays. They know all of the ins and outs of the Bahamas. Our dive ambassador, Nick and Caroline, from Shark Trust, we've been with them. They've filmed sharks in the Bahamas. So there's their contact if you ever have any questions. And Shark Trust is where you could find them. And of course, we have My Booking Rewards. So you agents, there's an extra perk, of course, for booking the Bahamas. If you register with My Booking Rewards, you can earn up to £150 per booking. It is very easy, very rewarding, and very much worth it. So to wrap it up, the Bahamas isn't just another dive destination. It's sharks, reefs, caves, blue holes, shipwrecks, all of the above in warm waters. So it's a once in a lifetime thing. And I can't wait to see you over there. There's my contact. Please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll see you underwater.
Rossano, that presentation was brilliant. Thank you very, very much. So certainly many options of diving in the Bahamas. Any questions, pop them into the Q&A and we will answer them. A big welcome to Marcelo. Hello, how are you?
Hi, everyone. Good morning, and thank you so much for your patience. I'm excited to talk to you guys about diving options in Barbados.
Perfect. Thank you. Marcelo, it's all yours.
I'm gonna
Looks like we've lost Marcelo. We've been having a few technical problems earlier. Let me just see if he comes back on. If not, we can do some questions while we're waiting. Yeah, let's do some questions while we are waiting. So what are the best months for the whales? Scott, is this aimed at Fort Young? Just let us know in chat. I think it is, yeah. Samantha, what are the best months for the whales? I know you said that you have them year round. Is there a specific month though that is more, there's more chance?
Yeah, well, yes. The whales, the sperm whales, we see them all year round, but from the months of November through April, which is the winter months as well, we have a higher percentage of seeing them. So the sperm whales are in our waters all year round with their calves, but the males, they come in to mate during that period. So the population is larger during those months. But we see them all year round.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So Robin can't wait to come back to Dominica. Robin, I hope you're going to stay with the guys at Fort Young and do the amazing diving opportunities and the lovely hotel. Okay, Daniel's asked about PADI courses as well as just guided diving tours. Fran, do you do PADI or how does it work?
Yes, we do PADI. We are a PADI resort. So if he wants to dive, basically as a beginner, we strongly advise that he starts his e-learning with PADI, get all of the bookwork, paperwork out of the way, and then he comes to us after he's done his confined dives, and we do the open water portion and get certified down here, and that gives him more time as well
To enjoy.
to enjoy and
Yeah,
even
exactly.
dives. Yes.
Exactly. Go and do the swimming pool parts when
Yeah.
you're in your
Correct.
country, and do the fun parts when you get to Fort Young. Yeah,
Yeah.
super. Thank you. That makes sense. Sam and Fran, do you have any pictures of Becky? I would love to do a package deal post on your hotel with a little about Becky.
We can get some information for you. I'm not sure if we have any footage of Becky. We should.
We
Yeah, we have footage of
videos,
Becky.
of course, with the guests, they come so excited and stuff. So yeah, we may be able to pull some up and share, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, no pressure, ladies, but this is a big thing now.
Yes.
Super, thank you very much. I'm just going to check in chat. I don't think Marcelo's come back on again. He was having problems earlier, was Marcelo, bless him. Let's have a look, just make sure that I haven't missed anything. Lara has said, for Fran at Fort Young, how often are your dive boats at full capacity? And is there a wait list for divers that have not been able to attend on previous days?
So our peak season is March, April. We are very busy during those times, and we are becoming, which is good for us, busier. So what we highly recommend, of course, is pre-booking. If you have an idea of when you would like to visit, send an email over, and we can give you the capacity, hotel and diving wise. But yes, March, April is definitely by far our most busiest time. We're almost always fully booked during those periods. During the rest of the year, there's availability. Again, we can hold up to 75 divers, one holding 32, and the other holding, let's say 20, just about. And then we are going to be adding that third boat, which would be able to hold, I believe, 20 divers. But reaching out to us and first,
it is obviously advisable to try to book early. We have like bookings a year plus out. So we try to accommodate and work it out with you. Of course, it is nothing set in stone. We can always try to maneuver and try and see how best we can suit. Someone also asked, I think, how do they get in contact to make bookings? Of course, you can just reach out to our reservations team. There are dive gurus there. Teresa, I'm sure you're going to hear her name. You reach out to us at reservations@fortyounghotel.com. Reservations@fortyounghotel.com.
Perfect, thank you. And David said that he's from Blue Earth Escapes. We have several clients interested in Dominica, and it looks like you have a great dive operation. Yes, we do. A brilliant dive operation.
I live on island, and every time I go out with the team, be it for whale watching, be it for diving, I am excited every time. So your clients would be thrilled and enjoy it just as much as I do.
I think especially as well with the whales, it really is a bucket list for a lot of people. And there's not many places in the world that you can do it legally. So for the fact that you can do it legally is super.
And of course, it is a licensed type of activity, so we have to get permission from the government. And gladly, of course, Fortune Hotel is one of those operations that have a license with the government to operate at different times in the year. It's very selective. It's only 8 divers at a time for that license, 4 in the water at a time. And of course, our guys, the whales know the guys. The whales know them. I mean, it is amazing that they know them. We have named all the main whales, and we know they just know them. It is amazing how close and how friendly they have gotten with these whales. But of course, ensuring the sustainable and the protection of the whales, it is important that it is a licensed type of activity.
Absolutely. Yeah, perfect. So Rob's asking, I think we've covered this briefly with when we covered PADI earlier. Fran, do you need to be an experienced diver, or can a non-diver learn how to dive and get a PADI qualified at Fort Young? So in terms of if you've got somebody that's not a PADI diver, they want to come, is that a possibility?
Yes, it is as well, of course. Again, reaching out to us prior, it helps with your booking because we need to have an instructor available. So you're not experienced. We have the resort course or Discover Scuba that would be available for you. You can try that off right off the shore or off the boat with an instructor one-on-one in about 3 hours. That process will be done, but you would be able to scuba dive where you would have all of the equipment on, and experience diving to see if it's something that you like.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know I tried diving once and it wasn't for me because I couldn't my ears, that it was
Right.
just not possible. So there will be some people like me as well that it's just not possible. So rather go and do the part in the pools and things to test out beforehand. But yeah, super amazing. And I suppose with the diving, with the swimming with whales, you could do that without having to dive, could you?
Correct.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
not diving, whereas you have equipment. The bubbles freak the whales out. It's mask,
Yeah.
snorkel, and fins,
Yeah.
and that's it. But no scuba diving with the whales. It's swimming with the whales.
Swimming with the whales. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Um, okay, let me just check I haven't missed anything else. So Marcelo has just messaged me. The power has just gone off where he is and he can't get back on. He's been trying. So he will email everybody the presentation over. I don't think we have any more questions
Yes,
so
I
far.
picked up a few. I picked up a few, Sarah. Someone asked about the package pricing, and our dive getaway is actually year round. So you can book that all year round, and we do have other specific packages. So we have pre-DEMA, we have DEMA. Of course, we also do summer and special dive madness in December. So you can look out, of course, once you follow us, and once we have your contacts, and we send out everything to you guys, so you will get as much as information as everybody else with regards to our packages coming out. But definitely our dive getaway is year round. And Sarah, are we sending you the presentation so you can resend to everyone, or how?
No, what I will do is I will send out a copy of this recording. So, and I will
Okay,
copy everybody in.
perfect.
If anybody's got any further info that they need, then they can just drop you an email. Also, I think it would be very beneficial for Victoria or one of the team at Fort Young to be able to send something out via message board with some images or some links to how to get
Yeah.
Becky. And you talk about the whales having names now, like, this
Your
could be a
family.
good opportunity as well to yeah, to push
Will
everything. You
do.
seem to get lots of love hearts. And Fran, I noticed when you was talking about the diving, you was getting so many love hearts. So
No,
yeah, super. Thank
thank
you.
you. You're welcome.
I don't think we have any more questions. Rosanna, I think you covered everything on your presentation, which is great. So now we get to the part of the day where we test everybody. So go to chat, everybody. Make sure that your drop down says everyone. We've got a couple of prizes to give away today. So I hope you was all listening carefully because Samantha and Rosanna have both got a little question for you. So Samantha, you went first. So as a reminder for everybody, if you are on this webinar live today, you have a prize draw entry. Samantha will ask a question and then Rosanna will ask a question. If you are the fastest finger with the correct answer, you will receive 10 points. I will then put you in a spin to win and we will let you know tomorrow who the winners of the prizes are. So Samantha, what is your question, please?
Easy question. What is the total number of rooms at the Fortune Hotel, and how many dive boats will we have at the end of 2025?
Ah, so this is a split question. You see, everyone was going fast. Hang on, let me go into scroll down. Okay, so anybody that didn't put it all on the same one, it's going to be impossible. So Jane said it's 100, and then she said 3. Is that the correct answer?
Correct.
Perfect. So pop in Jane. Perfect. You have your 10 points, Jane. And Rosano, do you have a little question for us?
Indeed, I do. All right, so can someone name me the name of the third deepest blue hole in the world? A hint, it's right behind me. third deepest blue hole in the world?
Okay, I also completely missed this. I was focusing still on other things. So hang on, let me go up to the top. So Maisie said Ocean Atlas.
Nope, that's wrong.
Okay. Charlene said Andros Island.
Nope, it's not island.
Candy said Dean.
It's sort of plural. I did.
Okay. Holly said Dina's Blue Hole.
It's not Dina's,
Uh,
but she
Holly said
corrected herself.
Dean's Blue Hole.
Dina's blue hole is correct. That is it. Great.
Holly, nice one. You have your points. I love the corrections and the adding them on separately. So yes, so Jane and Holly, you have your 10 points. Sam, Fran, and Rosano, your presentations today were amazing. So thank you very much. It's really important to sort of see the dive aspect. A lot of clients, they know diving. We don't, unless we are into diving ourselves. So to be able to be armed with all of this information is powerful. So thank you. It's much appreciated for you to share your love of everything with us in the diving. So thank you. I will send everything out. So if anybody has any questions, reach out to everybody. It is nearly the weekend. So have a good one, everybody. And we will see you all very, very soon. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
All right.